Hi, I'm Bill from HelpMeBuyADrone.com. Today we're going to do a review of the Autel Evo, a brand new foldable quadcopter. I've had it a few days, I've unboxed it. Today we're going to fly it around a field and try out some of the different modes. I will say off the bat that I've never flown a Mavic. I know this is kind of the comparison to the Mavic, so I'm just doing a review of this drone. My main comparison is the Autel X-Star, which was my first drone. I've been flying that for about a year. I really liked that drone. It is different, the fact it's not foldable. You have to take the propellers on and off. There is no screen in the remote. So I don't want to do a comparison video. This is just my experience with this drone. And I'm giving you an honest, like, I've unboxed it, I'm flying it. You'll get an idea of what it's like. I just got it in the mail a few days ago, so let's unbox it and see what's inside. Okay, so I've got everything taken out of the boxes and plastic unwrapped, and I did take out the battery, which I thought was really interesting. As you can tell, it's the battery is basically part of the aircraft, so it just pops in. There's a little line up here and it snaps in. You press down the top to bring it out. So that's pretty cool. Got the remote. Does have, check the box, everything is in there that's supposed to be in there. These propellers unfold. They did give some cords, some additional information, but yeah, this stuff feels really good. What I'm going to do next is I want to go ahead and fire everything up, and we'll take a look at it and see, and then we'll later on in the video we'll take it outside and give it a test run. So hello, so I have the remote of the Autel Evo, and I just kind of wanted to go over it with you. Now this doesn't have a phone attached to it, this is just the screen. So as you can see, it says ready to go. It gives you the information on that you would need, you know, battery percentages, GPS, speed, distance, gimbal, things of that nature. Now these handles do fold in and out for compact use, and there is on the back two programmable buttons right here, A and B. Now the little bit of flight I have done with this, the buttons beep, and I don't know why they kind of put them there. That can get a little bit of annoying, but overall it's pretty high quality. It feels nice in your hands. It's not that heavy. Back here you've got your photo and your display button here, and then you've got your gimbal and your record button over here. Now by hitting the display button you can change what you're going to see. So that's the actual camera, and you can see, you know, moving the gimbal there. Now one thing that's kind of cool is this rocker up here. If you press down on that, you can start rotating. You can kind of see it on the bottom there. Try to get a good angle. So you can, and then you press down again, and you can then scroll through your different settings without having the app on your phone. And then you just press display to go back, and then you can press display again to go to the main information screen. So it is really nice that that you don't need your phone for this. It gives you plenty of information. I've tested it out flying. I think it works really well without the phone. Obviously the phone gives you more options, but that's kind of a quick rundown. Here you have your connections to connect to your phone, and I'm going to do that in a second. Phone or power right there where you charge it. So yeah, this is really nice. The quality is really good. The structure, it feels good in your hands. The only thing I don't really care for is those buttons on the back, but overall pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up the phone and give you a little show of that. Okay, as you can see, I now have the phone attached with the different settings. Again, you know, you put the gear, you've got all your different settings here you can go through. If you're at all familiar with Autel, these are, if you flew the X-Star, it's pretty much the same, a little bit different. Got your flight controls. This is where you can select, like, if you're a novice, visual navigation on with some advanced settings. Very helpful. And later in the video I'll show you a little bit of the detection, but it's very helpful. I guess people that have flown the Mavic are probably pretty used to that. I have not had that before. I think it's really cool. The construction of the remote seems very good. The construction of the drone seems very good. I really enjoy having a screen on the remote. Again, I know people that have flown Mavics are probably familiar with that. I have not had that before, and I quite enjoy it, especially for just grabbing the drone, hopping outside real quick, not having to worry about the connection to your phone. I do like the cable they provided. It's very clean. It's not very long. There's not a lot of cord hanging, so I really like that. Again, my only drawback to this controller so far is these two buttons back here, just because they beep for no reason, because you accidentally hit them constantly. But overall, I really don't have too much bad to say about it. I really like the construction. So taking a closer look at the drone, you can see the sensors here in the front and the gimbal. The camera seems really, really good. Again, I really like the quality of this drone. All the seams are put together well. The battery, it feels very secure. There's the sensors in the back, kind of give you an idea. But as far as quality, like I said, I have not flown the Mavic. I know some people said it's a little bit more aerodynamic. It does remind me of just like a large battery with wings. But for portability, I think it's awesome. And in the design, I think is very nice. I like what they did in the bottom here. It's just very nice looking. But it feels good in your hands. I mean, like when I flew it outside, you know, I did notice, again, and some other people noticed it on YouTube as well, when you're descending, it's not coming down as smoothly as it should. But again, that's probably a firmware update they'll be able to do. But overall, the quality, the flight so far, everything seems really good. Again, this isn't a comparison video to the Mavic. This is my impressions with this drone. Again, it's my first foldable drone. And I know it is, you know, it is a big leap from like a $500 drone to this drone, but I really like the detection for the front and the back. I really like the ease of use, the foldability, just a lot of good things about it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my time with it so far, and I can't recommend it enough at this point. The thing that's really cool about this drone is it's really responsive. And the beeping you hear, it does think that the obstacle avoidance, it does think that something's there. You can turn that off if you want to, but the thing that really amazed me about the size of this drone is I had it out in the first flight and there was quite a bit of wind and it was very steady. You can see rotating at 360 degrees. Backwards, forth. Now the obstacle avoidance is very helpful, but you can go side to side. You can hit something from the side. It does have sensors in the front and sensors in the rear, and I'll show that in a minute how the obstacle avoidance works. But everything you'd expect in a drone, and again, I'm just in town here, so I don't want to take it up too high, but very quick, very easy. I love the look. I love the ease. The remote is amazing. It's so light, way lighter than the X-Star Premium, and the obstacle avoidance is awesome too. I tried it with some trees. It worked with trees, and you can hear it beeping, probably letting me know. But I'll fly it out into an area, and you can see now it thinks we're in the clear. Landing, same as, it's got the home feature, the orbit, the return home, the emergency. Pause button so I can pause flight. Just hang there. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to show you the obstacle avoidance on how that works. So I'm going to bring it back and land it here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it around here. And I'm going to try to fly into this garage. You can hear the beeping going crazy here. And as you can see, it starts slowing down. Like, it's allowing me to creep in, but it will get to a point where it will not allow me. I'm totally throttling this forward, and as you can see, it has stopped completely. I think that is just amazing. So helpful. Now again, if I turn this to the side, I can easily go right into the garage. But so maybe someday there'll be sensors on the sides. That would be really helpful. But for the time being, front and back is a big improvement. I'm going to take it out for a little bit in a bigger area where we can really give it its paces. But for right now, I just wanted to show kind of the obstacle avoidance, and so you could get a little bit of a view of how the drone handles in the air around obstacles. So we're going to go ahead and land it again. And you just do this by lightly pressing down until it touches the ground. The auto land feature will not work when it thinks that there's obstacles in the way. All right, so let's test out this follow feature. As you can see, I'm moving around. The camera is following me. It is adjusting here. I think I can take it up a little bit higher here. Try that. See if it'll follow me from this height. Feel like I'm on a spy show or something here. Yeah, it says definitely following me around, keeping pace with me. As you can see, the wind is picking up a little bit in this field, and you can see it's trying to adjust. It's doing pretty good. It's not as stable as the XR, but it's pretty stable. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it down. You can see it when you come down, it does shake a little bit. And that wind, definitely will have to do a firmware update, but overall pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to do is let's stop this. It's supposed to be orbiting around. It is orbiting around